You can see that Loki can get much more active when he's out in the wild than when he's at home. So Loki and I are out for our usual walk. I'm starting to walk away from the hole that Loki's dug. Come on, Loki, come on. Here's a question for you, my wonderful audience. While we're out in the English countryside, I don't necessarily think about music all the time when I'm walking, but it's very lovely scenery. I'm thinking about the English pastoral tradition of the early 20th century. Let me know what you think are your favourite pieces from that tradition, or you may really hate that tradition and get bored with it and think it's just cowpat music, but I don't think so. I think it's a marvellous period in English music, and I guess the leading figures of that period are Vaughan Williams and Holst, who are friends and often went walking together in the countryside. But what are your favourite pieces? I'll give you one of mine. I'm not going to say I have a favourite. Vaughan Williams' Sixth Symphony is a really amazing piece, written during the dark years of the Second World War, and to some extent a response to a particularly catastrophic thing that had happened. A nightclub had got bombed, and members of a jazz band had been killed in the bomb explosion. Vaughan Williams was very upset when he heard about this, and apparently the sort of galumphing Humpty Dumpty style of the second subject of the first movement is, apparently it's inspired by Vaughan Williams' response to the sound of swing, you know, the sound of a big band. It doesn't really sound like a big band, it sounds like Vaughan Williams, it sounds more like Teddy Bear's Picnic, but there's something marvellous about it anyway, and the whole movement is magnificent and catastrophic. Near the end, one of the most beautiful melodies that Vaughan Williams ever composed emerges from the orchestra in E major, and it's so beautiful. Check it out, first movement of the Sixth Symphony, and let me know what you think of it.